Hey fam, welcome. My name is MagdalineJanet. If you are new, welcome to the fam. Please don't forget to like and subscribe because we're always here having a good time. And come visit me on TikTok and Insta because I'm there daily. And of course, welcome back to my oldies but goodies. Back with the drugstore makeup because I don't know why I forgot, but every November, the drugstore releases a lot of their stuff for the following year. So I'm like, wait, I've been so busy this year, I completely forgot. So right now is the time where a bunch of drugstore peeps are just releasing stuff. So let's prime half of the skin. You guys know with skin tint reviews, I always do a one-day review because with the skin tint, especially this one seems to be very sheer. It's so much we could do with it. I feel like foundations, because they're thicker, you have more sort of wiggle room to work with, you know? Let's prime with my Cali Ray. You guys saw I just purchased this again because I love it so much. All right, this one we do need some time for it to dry down. So let's wait like 5 minutes or so. So it's been about, I don't know, like 4 minutes or so. This primer, it's thicker, so it does take a little more time to dry down. Let's see the skin tint. It's supposed to be a very lightweight skin tint. This thing looks so tiny. How big is this? 0.94 ounces, a little smaller than the typical 1 ounce. So let's shake it up, shake it up. So let's remember, what side has primer? The ears with piercings, right? Yeah. I'll forget. So I'm in the shade 405 Hazel. Can you see the 405? You see right there, which is the same shade I'm in this one. I really like this one. Let's see how this works. And let's open it. Okay. It has some good for a skin tint. Oh yeah. Wow, this thing's pigmented. Okay, this is the no primer side, right? Yeah. Huh. Good coverage. It's thicker than your typical skin tint. A lot of skin tints are extremely thin, which obviously, you know, that's kind of the purpose, just for it to be like your skin, but better. I always like to just spread out with my fingers just to really feel it and get the warmth of my finger melting in. And I don't know, I just feel like something like this just glides so well with the hands, you know? I do like that it's adhering to the skin. The only thing is I want to use a sponge to see how the sponge will react. Sometimes the product is thin, not that this is really thin, but skin tints typically don't work with sponges and or brushes. Sometimes I feel like a sponge is better than a brush because the brush could be a little too dense. So let's try the sponge on the, is this the prime side? Yeah. Why am I keep forgetting? Okay, as I apply it, I'm gonna give you info about this. The new Revlon Illuminance Serum Skin Tint retails for $18.99 at Ulta, which is where I purchased mine. It comes in 16 shades. This serum tint has a light coverage to instantly and visibly enhance your complexion. Even skin tones and visibly reduce dark spots over time, results in 8 to 4 weeks, creates a natural, healthy looking glow with a satin finish, infused with skincare ingredient formula with triple hyaluronic acid and ginger root extract, vitamin C, vitamin E to help even skin tone. No lie, the sponge looks really nice. Hand looks good too. There's a little more glow on the hand side, especially because this is the side with no primer. You see the primer, it tones down the glowiness a little bit, but it's also the sponge too. That's kind of how it works sometimes. Application matters. Depending on the type of tool you use, that matters also because it's gonna look different. As you can see, here's the hand. We got glow, glow, glow. Here is the sponge with primer. Not too shabby, huh? I'm like low-key impressed. Oh, it is 9 o'clock. You guys know I like to let the skin tint or foundation sit on the skin to see how it dries down. It's very hydrating. You could kind of just see it. The way it looks is how it feels. So let's wait maybe 10 minutes to see if it dries down or it just stays hydrated on the skin. BRB. So it's been about 10 minutes. Let's see. Oh yeah, it feels the same, honestly. I feel like it dried down maybe a little bit. I feel like you don't see as much glow. Yeah, we get that hydrating look for sure. Okay, so let me turn off the light and see. It looks good. It provides a very light coverage. Should we build? I feel like we should. But I like to just build kind of in the perimeter. The way the primer side looks and feels, I like it. I think the primer and this skin tint are working well together. Here, I'll use my finger. I use my finger this side, right? I am discombobulated because I typically put primer on the left side of my face. This time I did the right side of my face. The sponge was with the primer side. It built a little bit, not too much. Oh my God, look at my little pelitos. Okay. So you know what, let me add concealer and then I'll be back. Because this skin tint is very hydrating, I want to add a little bit of setting powder because you guys know I have oily skin. I want to make sure this skin tint lasts, but with not too much powder. You know what I mean? So I'm going to use the One Size Sweet Honey powder. You know, this is my jam. I just use that bit of powder and I'm just making sure I am blending everything away and everything in, I mean. Oh yeah, skin feels hydrated, but it's set, so we know it's not gonna move. Setting your skin tint or foundation will help it last longer. If you have dry skin, I always suggest to use a little bit of powder and or just concentrated in the T-zone. I have oily skin. Girl, this thing needs to be set down to give us a solid chance to wear it all day, basically. This is not too shabby. I'm really liking how this looks because you get that skin feel, but you get pigment. That's what I like. I have a lot of discoloration, like dark spots here. So that's what I like to cover in general, whether I'm using a skin tint, a foundation, you know, it really just depends how much coverage you're gonna get. As long as we get a little something. Look, this looks good. Okay, what side is this again? Damn, I'm really forgetting the side. Primer's this side. Okay, so this is the non-primer side. It looks pretty good. And then the primer side. I see a slight difference with the primer side. It's like, oh, yeah, it's smoother. It's definitely smoother than no primer. All right, so I need to next time just stick to the left side primer because that's how I remember, but it's okay. So I'm gonna finish up the face, add bronzer, blush, speed it up, and then I'll be back. Okay, so skin is skinning. I really like how the skin looks. I think it looks very natural. You get great pigment. It's set well, and other products also applied well. Sometimes when a skin tint is very wet or hydrating, if it doesn't set well, therefore other powders won't set well or smoothly on the skin. And look at this hair. Everything looks nice and smooth. So I like that. I like that a lot. And let's see. Let's get up close. See this natural glow we have going on? You don't see any texture. This is the non-primer side. You still don't see texture here. I feel like the primer side is very smooth. The primer side, I feel also it's a little more hydrated now. Yeah, than the non-primer. But not bad. The mouth area set well. The nose area, let's look. Yeah. Hey, this looks really good. And I like this natural glow. Let's see, you guys know I got oily skin and things can just go 0 to 100 literally within an hour, and we're not trying to look outside, okay? So, anywho's, what am I saying? Oh, my lip. I do want to share my lip. So it's Rare Beauty, Gifted, Elf Drive, and then some Maybelline Plumpy Plump. What is this? Cocoa Zing. Ooh. But yeah, you guys know I'm gonna go in front of the window so you can see how everything looks in daylight. I definitely also like the shade. The shade is perfect. I like that it's the same name as the other one because it just gets rid of the confusion. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, okay, see you at the window. Skin. You see, skin is skinny. Skin looks hydrated. This is the side with primer. Piercings, right? Oh, you see this glow? And I added no highlight. Yeah, I feel like the no primer looks a little, not matte, but it has less glow. Either way, dang, skin looks smooth. You see a little bit of my pores now, but not bad. All right, let's wear. Hey fam, I'm back. It is 9 o'clock, you guys. We've had this skin tint on 12 hours. But you know, I got some footage for you at around, I think 4 o'clock. This time change has thrown me off. To show you how everything looks, remember the ear piercing side is the side with primer, looking really good. The other side is no primer, also looking good. Honestly, I couldn't really see a difference at this point. My skin's glowy, of course, because at this point it's halfway through, but nothing looks bad. Here we are 12 hours later. Honestly, not bad. For a skin tint, gastada, not here at all. Yeah, I'm glowy. That's always gonna happen with skin tints, especially something that has a thinner formula. I have oily skin. I don't touch up my makeup, especially when I do wear tests. Typically, like non-wear test days, I do, just so I don't look greasy. But look, girl. Okay, if you want to know the difference of this one definitely is more pigmented and it is more foundation. Like, this one can be applied very sheer. I did notice at the beginning when I was going like that with my hand, there's like a little spot, so you just had to rub it in. That's how you know a foundation or a skin tint really, it has that sheer feel and look. I like the texture. Anytime anything has a bit of a texture, it's most likely going to lay and kind of attach to the skin, which also helps it last long like today. Because girl, we looking good. Primer, I like it. I think it looks a little bit better. Or not really. This side looks smooth too. No, primer looks smooth. I don't know. Could you tell a difference? Dang, nothing's truly like breaking apart. Oh, maybe like a little bit here, my smile lines. You'd have to be all up in my face. Oh, I have an itch. It is a little bit smaller than the average, but it's close to 1 ounce, and that's the average size. If it was like half the size, that would be a problem. It is a little bit on the pricier side for the drugstore. Or honestly, at this point, I think everything's $20, right? At the drugstore. Anyway, Revlon did the damn thing. I really, really like this. I love how it's just compact, easy to apply, works well on oily skin, lasts all day. We don't look gastada. What else do we want, you know? Especially drugstore. Hey, let me know your thoughts. Have you seen this around? I purchased mine at Ulta. It is currently available there, but I'm sure it's going to expand eventually. I will always update the description box for you in case you are looking for this. I always have links for you so you can purchase. I do receive a small commission and it really helps my channel out. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and spending a little bit of your day with me. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, click the button right there, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.